play clock about to expire. We get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Going to throw over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Allen on 3rd. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Eagles. First down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Allen to throw once more. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Down, Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles. This is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. And that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
6-man. Check cross.
Now a carry for Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down by...
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
At their 48-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Sideline throw. That's caught by Landry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down. Eddie
Piñeiro on now. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man is Howard, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line. On
play action, it's Mahomes. Eagle pressure. pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Sack.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 42, Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Rip right.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down, Johnson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Allen. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Running from the gun, Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. Got an open man, it's QT. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now Allen to throw. Operating from the gun. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
And again, it's Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Gerald Everett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to find Gallup here complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 47-yard line.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. He'll fire this deep for Gallup into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So after the INT, it's Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
On the play. And an Eagle first down.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
24 is the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From midfield, here's Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Push him back. Push him back. Switch.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. to the air. Allen airing one out for Boyd. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Allen. Dancing to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Swift. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Tremon Smith on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 37-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Allen now on first down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. The big fella. The 20. 10. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one, because margin for error is starting to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
It's a good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he finds Howard complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's third down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Let's go. Hey, sundown.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down and 1.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Eagles 10. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
To Duke Johnson.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run here with Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st down, Allen. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. In the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Open man is QT. Complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
Now Allen again. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 7.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Jaguars' 7-yard line.
Allen to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown,
Jarvis Landry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 17. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
54, 43, 43.
Back to throw, Mahomes. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
He's checking.
Running is Swift. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sidelines?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I'm on. 55, Mike, guys, 55. Check.
Mahomes now on first down. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, 2nd down.
It leads to
keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Howard has the first down and then some. Open man is Howard, the tight end. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Mike 42, Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Watch the screen.
And again, it's Mahomes. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, let's pin the mirror. Hey,
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run here with Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's Swift. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one,
make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Jaguars, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.